Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sarah Yu. I'm a show host, Dr. Sarah for U.S. Senate show, as well as a show host, You Write You Vision TV show, as well as host for today's America and the World show. Today I have a great co-host since I opened my campaign. He's executive level service given to us as a manager of media. So I invited him to always co-host for my campaign. And his name is Porel Lewis. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Lewis Powell, a native of South Carolina, a friend of Dr. Sarah Liu, educated at Clemson University and the University of London. I'm a writer, a teacher, a world traveler, and an incurable news junkie, as you'll see today.
Oh, thank you so much sharing that. So today we were going to talk about three main issue, right? Can you explanation about that? What we're going to talk?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the California wildfires and the inauguration and the second regime of Donald Trump.
Wow, great. Issues. We can talk. So today's we're going to talk you and me discussion. We can ask each other, right? So and then, you can go first. Yeah.
Sure. Well, you had mentioned that you wanted to talk about the California wildfires. I'm not a resident of California, but you are. So I thought it would be appropriate if I start by asking you how you're doing, if your properties have been affected by the fires, and what's happening on the ground in Southern California.
Yeah, I think Southern California, wildfire is not just the today issue, right? Almost when I learned in 2018, starting learn U.S. Senate, I see so many places, in not only South California, North California. This is a ongoing problem. I don't understand why this problem is not solved. So if this is serious, our government like USAM as well as city mayors, they should technology as well as many water management as well as the power fire department enough funding as well as the technology, US technology. We have so many like even artificial like raining, we as well as the drone service that they can see, they can send the drone, to see first in motivation, monitoring those fireplace first, and then so nowadays is we see in a lack of leaderships. So if I went to my neighborhood Plaza the fireplace last week, I was stayed very long time, 4 5 hours to see there. So this is really disastrous. If they lost their family, they lost their pet, they lost their property, many acres and many houses. This is like I pray over there, weeping because of one of my family and one of my communities, my family, right? So we build strongly family together. That example is got Getty Museum. So I went to Getty Museum 5 6 times with my Sunday school student, my family, and we so many state parks and so many street closed now is burning everything. So if we include my house, this is really we really serious, because they build their wealth is not one day, generation to generation, especially their areas, rich areas. So they build their wealthy generation to generation, their, you know, grandfathers giving to inherit that house. And then they will need to inherit their children's, not only property, their legacies. And totally those communities gone. I see it. So I find what's going on because of that area, Paradas, that area, fire area is real by Santa Monica Beach. So if if this is water management really good, why a lot of it in ocean water can go there is no expenditures, more like large areas, acres or home is destroyed. They can, so that's why as well as, large funds was available before, but funds was declined, and so we need more funds as well as in California. We since 10 years, 20 years, before 10 years, I never see the fire, so this is all talk about left said climate change. I don't think so. That is climate change. Every cause is the fire we see record later on. People did. Like, rumor said the homeless did. Rumor said the firefighters they did because they want more money on. Rumor said some, big developer project developers they did to make a big areas, big rich areas. They want to build and make it wealthy, so we have so many rumors that what happens and include climate change. So I'm a candidate U.S. Senator, we need a really prevention for those fire, because like a homeless problem, we have so many in California, and the wildfire problem is always in California because of we don't preventions. We need prevention policies. As well as strong leadership. So we don't see leadership, Gavin Newsom, strong leadership. You don't see because he was there a long time. Why don't you even solve one problem, wildfire? That is, billion dollars lost one, just only half months. So I think we need really strong leaderships builder. So I will ask if my house is burning, who is responsibility? First, myself responsibility, or who responsibility? We don't even aware of those fire where coming. So we need a really strong infrastructure, like many electronic company, like in California, just some power. And we need a more strong infrastructure because of there is all the line, all the infra is make a more like a chance to fire all the line and then gone, everything goes. So as well as water management. So even when we fire coming, we have the enough water, but nowadays we don't have enough water, even drink water. In California, shortage drink water. So like Hoover Dam, I went to last years for election video. I went to Hoover Dam. So we are depend on the Hoover Dam. All of in Colorado rivers water come to here. Even North California water not coming South California easily. So this is big problem. Even next door of sea, Santa Monica beach, there is lots of water. So we need really technology needed to employable technology to put in this water management as well as fire management as well as educations. So we shortage education school when we have a fire, wildfire. So how we need to protect our house or our neighborhood. So we don't see any program that it was just 10 years California wildfire. So I'm really recommend as a candidate of U.S. Senator, we need also, funds available, many, because this is disaster, right? Government, funds more needed to available in for disaster. Like example, now it's even, celebrity house in all over places, the funding they need still like government, health emotionally, they lost all the pet. I have pet, I have several pets. If I lost my pet, it's theirs. There's also, very serious. And even not only family lost 50, 60, people die and disappear already. So we need more funds to rebuild California now through federal funds and California local funds, and then as well as state funds, I think. What do you think?
Well, I'd say, what do you want, an answer or an argument? My argument.
No, just what is the recommendation? Yeah.
Well, the problem in California is not climate change; it's political leadership, lack of it. Leaders who have no common sense. Nothing is going to change in California until California stops voting for Democrats by default. It's a deep blue state, and disasters happen when bad leadership exists. If as Republicans on the upside, this could be this disaster and series of disasters could be paving the way for a Republican election victory in the next couple of elections. Remember how terrible things were before Arnold Schwarzenegger was elected governor in 2002. He recalled Gray Davis and won the election as governor twice. So Ann Coulter likes to say California is the most beautiful state in the country, and Democrats have wrecked it. And that's what we are, what we're seeing. I think the residents of California may be able to seek legal recourse, may be able to sue the state for negligence. Now that will bankrupt the state, but let's be honest, the state is already bankrupt, isn't it? So what California needs is a good governor. Start there with a good governor like Ron DeSantis in Florida.
Yes.
Somebody who has brains, somebody who's not lazy, somebody who's not politically correct and obsessed with DEI and all the wrong things. That's where you can start. A good governor and other good politicians getting elected down ballot.
Yeah, that's good ideas. I always think about that. Why always, this can be blue state. Maybe we can change it. Registration, maybe one party is become one senator, another party become another senator. Now it's all more than 20 years. We have only one party, right? So example, one senator from Democratic, another senator, we can be Republican. So we can balance, but nowadays everything policies, liberal
Right.
policies. Yeah.
A one party state is always a bad idea, as we know from the Soviet Union, Cuba, North Korea.
Yeah.
See where it leads. We see where that leads.
Yes. So that's good idea you share. So now we can go to inauguration occasions, so and either way we can talk about that. So I want to talk about, I'm very appreciation. I went to inauguration and in ceremony. I did. Most people, they're invited from Congress office. They call Congress office to asking ticket, public ticket. But to me, I didn't even request to attending there. They send it to me to, we invited you to attending inauguration. You can bring 6 your guest. So I surprised. One of my friends, they waiting for Congress, no more ticket. And then, to me, the, surprise to, they send it to me, email to before 4 days. I thought, I was waiting list in the Congress because the Congress said there is no enough. But I thought I cannot go there. But suddenly I prayed to God, and then suddenly 5 days ago, they sent it to email to me. Even I didn't request it. They sent it to me, in Donald Trump, our great President Donald Trump, and Vance, Vice President J.D. Vance, inauguration teams invited you to, and you have 6 tickets. You can come. So my husband and I, we are surprised. We called to the, brother in Korea, come to here, and my friend Tony Kim, he wanted to go there, and several friends who doesn't waiting list, we asking them to go together. It was it was a really good chance. We went there. The things is even we went there, only 20,000 people go to the Capital One area. What happened to us? We waiting for line from 3 a.m. in the morning. And then we waiting for all of we are like a front. That's why we can get in. We have more than maybe 100,000 people take a line to get in those 20,000 people. So I was in there, as well as I sit next to Hamas, the family who passed away from the Hamas, or who are in custody still in Hamas. Stop next line. They put me in my desk there. 101 section is the best VIP section. I was just sit down. I'm really surprised they give 101 best seat. So on TV like 20, 40 more times, TV in TV, Fox and NBC, ABC, all of the reporters there putting including Hermes and us to all the videos. It was great. And then the most amazing happening in inauguration, we have many hopeful, like a golden age, starting our great President Donald Trump inauguration speech, motivation us fight together, as well as the his executive orders, like many executive orders. We will talk about them later. 10 most, as well as we met Elon Musk over there, and then he's fighting for the. We are very thankful to him, to make this happening. Yeah. Any comment and question you can ask me, or we
So
can share.
first, you said you went with Attorney Kim. He went with you.
No, Attorney Kim does not able to do. Attorney Kim stay several days my another house because he has buyer effective in California, and he called me. I have several property, and he asked me stay, so I let him stay like a half month. But anyway, he almost wanted to go, but he able to do go. But anyway, I have a great next to my seat. There is a four Korean. One is Dr. Kim. He's a very amazing person. Dr. Kim is pastor and fight for mega, as well as another next street is Congress man Yu, my family relative, Congress Yu Jun-sang. He's a fourth 5 time is congressman in Korea. So, and then he's a he's a assistant. We are five, and the next is my husband, my great husband there. So even he's not good there in Korean governors and Congress. They are invited many, not many, like maybe 10 and 20. Even they are not able to be there because they take a line, and so only few first come first seat. So those are 6 persons. Surely we see the in Korean group as my friend, and we are big supporter of Donald Trump. We are so amazing, times inauguration, and those especially we met all the big support of congressmen and women, as well as senatorial governors. The most beautiful things is we met those family, our great President Donald Trump, all the families there, our first lady there, Melania Trump there, and then all of all of our sons, Eric and Junior Donald Trump, and all was Lola, she's son, daughter-in-law is there, all the grandson and granddaughter is there. It was an amazing time, we are supporting all together, the audience there. We are 20,000 people together there. Amazing times. His message is great as well. Yeah.
Were you able to go to the balls, the inauguration balls that night, the dances and parties that they had?
Yeah, I got ticket. I got all the ticket, and then invited it up. Ticket coming to email. And the thing is, I am pastor. I'm a pastor in church, so I leave Sunday after church. So most of people, my friend who are in inauguration invited, they leave like 3 days ago. But in my case, I want, but the thing is, I am a pastor. Is God is first, even God is first to me, everything. So I decided to go after. So we take in airport in 1:40 p.m. and arrive arrive in the Washington D.C. Monday, 12:30, and that's why we right away go to the inauguration, the Capital One area. That's why we can get in. Most people, they are not getting because of, but we are just we are getting there. Even we have a hotel, everything. We don't check in. We go right away there to, we know only 20 people can able to do. So I missed that, but I had a ticket just several like lately, like several party, but I think the VIP party, I don't think so. I invited, but some party there is they give ticket, rally and ticket and the party as well. Yeah.
All right, that's great. I'm glad you had the opportunity. I would like to go also, but I don't like cold weather. So that means I have to stay out of DC in January.
Yeah, you know what happened? My husband and I stay there about 10 hours outside, because that gate open air call, right? 8 a.m. So starting 7:30, we was there like almost 3 a.m. So it was almost 5 hours, and not, but we have to work until there, take more hours from like, so we were so cold, but anyway, it was just really, really amazing lifetime. Even they are not invited, but I'm invited to directly. Most my friends, even Korean people said they are invited special friend Congress office, but I'm so thankful for God, recognized to us to through directly inauguration committee. They send it to email. Even I didn't request. They send it to invite me. So many people request they denied, but luckily I'm so thankful. I met 7, 8 times my President Donald Trump. I invited the only Korean in his Marago house last year, and then also I invited many CPEC. Donald Trump has a special his supporter meeting in CPEC. I invited there, as well as the Beverly Hills supporter meeting. Our great president, I invited there. I met our great president Donald Trump when I first time 2006 or 7. We have a investor meeting in California, Los Angeles convention. We have a big investors big conference there. We invited our great president Donald Trump as a guest speaker. So I met that time first time. That years I met 3 presidents. Also we have a national realtor convention in Louisiana. That I met is our great several great president in Republican. That time is Bushy was there, as well as Clinton president there. Both two Democratic and the Republican president I met. So that there was amazing cooperation. Each Democratic and Republican president build Florida. I think that time is Maria storm. Maria. I think so. It was really good. It was really good. Met early age. Meeting the presidents and many times meeting our great president is inspired to supporting him as well as run for U.S. Senate. When I'm starting run for U.S. Senate in 2018 and 19, because of that time, our great president Donald Trump was impeached, from my district third and Ted Yu. That's why I'm motivation to learning. I starting support from that time. Our great president, I always go to the, meeting, public meeting, Republican, meeting. They invited me to speak. I always support. I always say to our great president Donald Trump, even 2018, 19, I spoke that. I have a public speech in many areas. I spoke that because I know this our great president to make changing this America, make America great. I believe him already 2018, 2009, because I know already 2007 as I'm a real estate like broker or real estate. We see many related Donald Trump, like the materials, preachings, or a lot of things. I know his potential, great leader for America. That's why, I know him very well. Since on that I'm fighting, I think we have I think that we see many executive orders, to same day. We can talk about that too. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, Trump has made the biggest. There are a few people in American political history who have made comebacks.
Mm.
One of them was Richard Nixon, who lost the 1960 election narrowly, the closest election in our history, to John F. Kennedy, and came back. What was that? 8 years later, in 1968, and won on a landslide and got reelected in a landslide. So it is possible. And then, of course, there was Grover Cleveland, who won the election of 1884 and 1892. Donald Trump is alongside Grover Cleveland, the only two presidents in our history who have served non-consecutive terms. So for us history buffs, those are really interesting facts. Yeah, Trump signed 45 executive orders between last week and now, dealing with a variety of subjects from rebuilding the military to expunging DEI and all the gender ideology nonsense. I got some notes here because I can't remember it all. I reversed the Cuba withdrawal, designating them a state sponsor of terror. He's put them back on the books as a state sponsor of terror, which they are very angry about. And I read this morning that yesterday, the Trump administration has plugged more holes that people were using to funnel money to Cuba from the United States through remittances. Cuban Americans can no longer easily send money to Cuba because the money just ends up in the hands of the military. One of the executive orders designated the cartels in Mexico as terrorists. He ended birthright citizenship, but that one is a long shot. It's being challenged in the courts. I don't think he'll win on that one, but it was still a noble gesture. He declared a national emergency at the southern border and triggered the deployment of the U.S. military there, which is something we desperately needed, something Biden should have done but did not. And then, of course, in the last week, we've had a lot of tariff drama. A week ago today, there was the showdown with Colombia. Colombia decided that they were going to reject the flight of deportees. And Trump said, fine, I will put a 25% tariff on you. And 1 week from now, it will go to 50%. And it took the Colombian president 1 hour to change his mind and the policy. And then, of course, today, the tariffs on China, Mexico, and Canada are kicking in. 10% for China, 25% for Mexico and Canada. Now, Mexico and Canada have retaliated with 25% of their own. So I think the next thing Trump should do, if he really wants to get mean, is stop the remittances. All money that's going to Mexico from people in this country, $63 billion a year, accounting for 5% of Mexico's annual income. If he wanted to go for blood, he could on that issue.
Yeah, I think that is a really good review for the executive orders. I was there. He wrote several main executive orders. It was amazing after he signed the executive order and he gave a pen to all the audience. People. Anyway, that is amazing time I was be there as a candidate of U.S. Senate. I think that most he did a great job, to any other president. Most he was DI programs promoted unity, our division as well. So as well as the devolution of foreign aid, profitize America leaded first. It was very good. His order that as well definitions, genders in federal policy, protecting biological distinctions. That is make order is he's very good as well. So withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement is balancing, bruising, environmental protect. So as well as suspend of birthright citizens secure immigration system. He's very good at, as well as bans of transgenders military service. So those kind of, all he did same days, as well as imposition of, tariffs, as well as overhaul of PMARS, and as well as rainstorm of unvaccinated workers, as well as department government efficiency. Those, I want to talk about department efficiency. I'm really supporting as candidate because the government must be more efficient and reduce the burden of taxpayers. As I'm a Canadian senator, I work, supporting those department of government efficiency as the all things. I think our great leaders, Elon Musk, will be changing this America and helping those all the executive orders. And the day is I'm just talking about main 10, including Department of Government Efficiency. So we are going to advocate those all the 10, which is our great president to talk about, all things. So as I'm a candidate U.S. Senator, I was going to really support our administration, our great President Donald Trump administration, your administration, able to, effectively government operations. And we need support, our great President Donald Trump, everyone, and then publicly as well as private partnerships, and as well as innovations government system. I think all the President Donald Trump executive orders are roadmap for restoring America great again. And so I will ensure that benefit all the California and as well as the United States, and make more better policy addressing, our, especially we have California wildfire problems. We need to stay and federal, we have the unity challenge it together. We need fight for like a secure border and the protect American jobs and factory industry and all the trade policy America made, make America great. So as we are, as we are the people supporting each other as well as the community leaders, we needed to really together commit fight for our working families and business, small business, all our community be made great again with our great President Donald Trump. So, yeah.
Government is by nature lazy and ineffective if it is not managed well. And that's what we've been missing in recent years. Donald Trump this is what Joan Rivers said before she died. She never got to see Trump run for president, but she would have been one of his few Hollywood supporters. Joan Rivers said, I love Donald Trump. He is exactly what you need in government because he'll just go in and fire everybody. Now, he didn't do that the first term, but now that he can't run again in the second term, he's got a free hand to do what he couldn't do the first time around. And that's what he's doing now. I also think he benefited from the fact that he had 4 years to rest. We talk about the second term curse with 2-term presidents. And there's a lot of talk about mediocre 2-term presidents and then 1-term presidents who turned out to be pretty good. And Trump can be a great president because he had some time off. I'm not sure he would be remembered as a great president if he had gone right into the second term with no time to rest. So it may have been a blessing that he lost the 2020 election, even though he says he didn't. Fact is, he's back now and he's rested and he's ready to go, and he's going to be a better president with better results.
So I want to say that, my feeling why I'm supporting great President Donald Trump, why we say the great president. So President, since, I fight for, America as candidate senator in 2018, I see him every moment. Even he had a 2 times assassination, almost died. we see God's presence need present. That's the important. As I'm a candidate, as well as I am, pastor and a non-profit founder, as many business law. We become more like a strong supporter and vote for Donald Trump after we see he said fight, fight, fight. Once he, assassinations, almost he died, and God was there to save him. He know that, we know that, because God needed us in America. After that, he's, like Lily and really both ladies go up, supporters go up, because anytime, any American histories, we have so many, difficult times. We see that people see the God's there. We see after he assassination, he said, fight, fight, fight. We find out what he is, this leaderships, what he is Donald Trump, our great president Donald Trump. Even our great, entrepreneurs, leaders, Elon Musk, he decided to fight for Donald Trump, big money, he, donation, make a even super PAC, support him because of he see God is there. I see God is there in America, save our great president Donald Trump, holding in Christianity, Judeo-Christian value, because of he fight for Judeo-Christian value. Always he talk about he fight for God's biblical value. He did order many, like we just spoke to, biblical value orders he did. So transgender or anything, this is not easy. Abortion matters, or we fight for Christian values. Many school, executive orders, business executive order, all things. I think that's why. So I'm really God with him, God with America. That's my message. Finally, we need really support our great president Donald's administration, and I think we are under God. America is under God. God help us make America great again. This is our vision. Our really, we are here not only because our great president even had so many things, power, authority he has, but God, under God's authority, under God's authority. So I think that is my message to, we need to fight together for make more like America great in God, for God, with God.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, thank you for your hosting today. I'm looking forward to we do more show later. Okay, thank you. Do you have any closing comment?
I'll say it was nice to see you again, and I'm very happy to know that you were able to attend the inauguration.
Next time I invite you, because I want to invite you, but you was outside in America. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll win again in 2020. What is it? 2020, 2028.
2028. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thank
Nice
you
to
so
see
much, your hosting.
You're
Bye-bye
welcome.
now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much, all the listeners, supporter, and we are looking forward to support together our great President Donald Trump and California fire issue, because we need a community rebuild in California together. Thank you for your support. Thank you.